It's my first look at the running back position for week 14, and we're starting right now. What's up, guys? Welcome to another daily fantasy sports video. If this is your first time here and you want to become a profitable DFS player and get better at betting, start now by subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything along the way. And if you're already a Holkamaniac, you know exactly what time it is. Smash that like button and we'll get rolling. All right, running back week 14. If anyone is watching this on YouTube later, come hang out with us on stream, twitch.tv/Joe Holka. We do our first look every Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we're going to be running some polls, come in here, ask some questions. We're going to walk through this thing together. So running back is a position that I feel like has been kind of gross the last couple weeks. Just at first glance, I don't hate it. So let's kind of piece our way through this. Someone in the chat already is CMC price drop. Yeah, this whole $200 price tag drop for CMC. He's 10-3 against Atlanta. You guys know me. You guys know me. I love me some CMC. He's still 11K over on FanDuel. My weekly permission, it is okay to play Christian McCaffrey, even at that price. I think hopefully we can find some value to make it work. So outside of McCaffrey, I don't really think you guys don't need analysis on McCaffrey at this point. I think that he is so matchup proof, even though he caught his floor game last week. Like maybe people don't go there. I don't know. I still am not scared of going back to this guy. That's for sure. Dalvin Cook, let's keep an eye on that injury. 9,500. I mean, it's a tough price tag if he's banged up. That said, this is a lot of green if he plays. Detroit's a team that's below average at defending the run. They're actually 27th at defending running backs in the passing game. Dalvin Cook, guy catches passes. So they're a home favorite. This total for Minnesota just kind of keeps sticking out to me a little bit. It's really interesting. 23.5 projected touches right now. I mean, I think you guys remember the week where everyone just decided to take that savings from CMC? It was like the same almost pricing. I think Dalvin Cook was like 9,200. CMC was like over 10K. And everyone just paid down for Dalvin Cook. CMC had like 40 at like 15% ownership. So let's not make that same mistake again, depending on that. Frostback, what's up, man? He goes, Joe, is it okay to play CMC this week? Can you give your permission? It's like kind of a running joke we have, but I don't know, for whatever reason. I think people need to hear that. Dalvin at 9.5. So keep an eye on that injury. I kind of scrolled past Derrick Henry for a reason, I guess. I don't know. 8,200. You guys want to play this guy for 8,200? He's not going to catch any passes. I mean, I don't know. These are the kind of ones that I kind of just close my eyes and fade typically. It's a good spot. Oakland's a team you can run on. We know that. And one of the things that I'm almost always kind of using in my analysis is total yards over the last 4 games. Efficiency is definitely not as important as volume. But if we're just looking at that, total yards from scrimmage over the last 4, Derrick Henry leads the way on the entire slate, followed by Christian McCaffrey, and then a clear tier break. Chubb, Gordon, Cook, Mixon, Camara. So yeah, I think there's going to be people that play Derrick Henry, honestly. So one of the things we talked about in the quarterback video, definitely check out the quarterback video if you haven't already. But when we're talking about Tannehill, this team just really wants to run, ideally. So on the road, decent total on the road. They are a favorite. Yeah, I mean, Henry's okay. I think 9,100, like this guy is so expensive. I think it's got to be a bigger decision point than it has been recently. Like Derrick Henry was a phenomenal play a couple weeks ago, and he was like 6,800, 6,900 on DraftKings. This is a way different price tag for me. So we'll see. Someone in the chat said this is the 1-year anniversary of the Henry 238 yards, 4 TD game. All the anniversary narratives, man. Someone goes, but Joe, it's December. I know. And if he buries me, you guys can just let me know on the review next week. Because I honestly, I can't see myself playing this guy. Unless we get some crazy value and he ends up as a FanDuel play. I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of FanDuel, Steve's saying that they just refuse to price up Fournette. Yeah, like imagine playing Derrick Henry when Leonard Fournette is 7,500. Chargers defense, 27th in the league at defending the run, 28th at defending running backs in the passing game. We're just looking at running backs in the passing game. Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Leonard Fournette, right there with that projection. Well, people hate this guy. I guess maybe because he's like not that good. When we do these streams After lock, we always kind of laugh when we see these like Leonard Fournette like 2-yard runs, but I don't know. I care about volume more than anything, guys. There's a reason I've played guys like Todd Gurley and Melvin Gordon in the past. I think both of them are not very good, but there were times over the last couple of years where they were getting crazy volume. They're in play. Strongly prefer Leonard Fournette to Nick Chubb. I don't understand why Nick Chubb is more expensive. I guess it's the matchup against Cincinnati. Do people still care about matchup like that? I guess 25th against the run, 30th against running backs in the passing game. I just have a hard time playing these guys that are in clear timeshares. And say what you want about Hunt. Like Hunt, I mean, hasn't really been that playable based on his volume, but he's taking enough away from Chubb through the air. I mean, he's getting touchdowns. It takes away from Chubb as a whole, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can make an argument on FanDuel that he's too cheap, 7,900. It's a deeper discussion on FanDuel for sure. I think 8K on DraftKings, I'm not paying 8K for a guy I don't think that doesn't catch passes in any matchup. But yeah, I'm with you. Maybe he makes more sense on FanDuel. If Chubb could catch some passes, that's a smash FanDuel price. All right, so there's some consensus here that people like Chubb on FanDuel. So I concede. Loving Devonta Freeman pricing this week. All right, let's look at Devonta Freeman. He's 5,400. I got him projected for about 16 touches, but good chunk of that through the air. We know Carolina can be run on. 31st in the league at defending the run. We talked about in the quarterback video as well that this Atlanta-Carolina game could shape up for a lot of plays. So I could see Devonta Freeman and like as the week progresses, turning into like kind of a chalky pay down option. I think I prefer Devonta to someone like Joe Mixon or Phillip Lindsay at first glance. So similar price point, on the road, extremely low total, both big underdogs. Neither one catches a ton of passes. Joe Mixon having a, I guess, serviceable game last week. I don't know. I'm with you, Steve. I think I prefer Devonta Freeman. Yeah, a few less touches, but touches through the air matters. So, I think that's all right. Freeman had 67% of the snaps last week. Good call. Is Madison a lock if Cook is out? Yeah, let's find Madison's price here. He's 4,500 against Detroit with that total. Oh yeah. Madison's like a very good player as well. As someone that like he's active in the passing game. He's like a little Dalvin Cook light. 100% think he's like stone lock if we can project that guy for anywhere near the volume that we have Cook projected for right now. Yeah, I'd be in on that. 21 touches last week when they were down all game. Who are we talking about there, Steve? Oh, Freeman. Got it. Yeah, no, I don't hate the Freeman call, man. Not at all. Total mini Cook. Guy even looks like Cook. Yeah, they look very similar. Like they. So anyone that played the showdown slate last night and didn't realize Cook was hurt, he does a lot of the same things if you watch the games. Someone wants to talk Gordon. Yeah, let's talk Melvin Gordon. I mentioned how he was kind of popping in total yards over the last 6,400. It is Jacksonville. Talking about good matchups, Jacksonville is dead last in defending the run. I just wish, in terms of NFL, that Melvin Gordon just didn't exist, because shout out to the weeks where we just got to play Austin Eckler every week to start the year. That was just a lot more fun for me. But yeah, his touch counts are trending upwards for sure. I don't hate the Melvin Gordon call. I kind of want to see what his usage has been like through the air. So again, 6,400 on the road. Great matchup. 20 carries last week. Missed the bonus by 1 yard. 3 targets. 5 targets the week before. Yeah, I think Melvin Gordon's okay. Decent total for the road. I don't hate it, man. Not at all. 24th at defending running backs in the passing game. I think that he's right there. I think I prefer him to Josh Jacobs. I don't know if that's going to be a contrarian take. Josh, I'm just done with this guy. I don't know. If any of you guys just want to keep firing at these guys that aren't going to catch more than one pass, be my guest. Tennessee, 5th best at defending the run, so take that for what it's worth. Yeah, Melvin Gordon over Josh Jacobs this week. What a world. Anyone see Camara's price? 7K price down for the San Francisco matchup, I'm guessing. San Francisco, the best team in the league at defending running backs in the passing game. 7K for Alvin Camara, though. Is this guy hurt? What do you guys think about Camara? I have blinders for this guy because I still think that he's going to have a huge game at some point. The game environment's not great. They're at home, at least their favorite. The touches, like, I love numbers like this, right? So, like, it's like a souped up Freeman line here. So he's not even going to approach 20, but so much of it is going to come through the air. I think he's got touchdown upside. Definitely has touchdown progression coming his way soon. It just seems really cheap. Like, we're talking about these guys like Melvin Gordon in that range. At that point, I think I'd rather just take the savings and play Camara. 7K seems like an awesome awesome price for him. He does look off this year, less explosive. Totally agree with you there, Flash. Vikes laid down last night. Yeah, have you guys seen how bad? I mean, we haven't really talked about. Let's see here. My document just said I'm offline. Am I still streaming? Someone say something in the chat. I think we're good. That was weird. Oh, we're good. Okay, so Lev Bell. Kind of skimmed over him for a reason. I'm talking about like being done with someone. Lev Bell at 7,200. It is Miami. I mean, it's straight green across. Like we talked about this for Dalvin Cook. Like it is straight green. Miami 29th at defending running backs, 32nd at defending running backs in the passing game. There was an error for a second, but you're back. That was weird. Start blowing up the chat if it starts to get fuzzy or something. Looks like we're good now, though. Yeah, so I mean, I think Bell at 7,200. Like, there's a clear kind of break in pricing here. I strongly prefer Fournette for just 600 more at first glance. What about White at 5,500? Brady probably going to need to dump off quicker against KC. It's possible. Henry, Uncle Lenny, and Cook, if he's healthy, and move on. I don't know about that, man. I don't know if I'm on board with Henry. Let's look at White, though. White's not someone I typically play. I'll say that off the top. But 5,500, I really struggle wasting a running back slot on someone that I can't even project for 15 touches. Kansas City is a little bit better at defending running backs in the passing game as well than against the run. Not that I'm really that interested in Sony Michel either, but I guess I don't really play these New England backs very often. I think it's just chances you don't really need to take at the position. Aaron Jones could be sneaky. I kind of put Aaron Jones in that category sometimes, but yeah. Washington, 30th in the NFL at the short area of the field in terms of defending that. So 6,700 is a decent price for him. It's like tournament only, though, honestly. Like, I can't pay this price tag for that type of volume typically. I would just prefer to pay down for Devonta Freeman and pay up elsewhere at that point, I think. But that's kind of how I feel about it. You're going broke chasing another James White ceiling game. It's a great place to end it. If you want to learn more about how to be a profitable DFS player and how to get better at betting, start now by hitting the subscribe icon in the bottom right-hand corner so you don't miss anything. Make sure you check out my first look videos for all of the positions. But if you want to take that a step further, come hang out with us Sunday morning on Twitch, twitch.tv/Joe Holka, 10:30 Eastern time. I'll see you then.